You're watching Drake Queen Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Guys and gals, Never here from Drake Queen Gaming, to sub you to me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag, today, and coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Hello, Rias. I hope you've had a decent day. I've brought you a gift. Oh? Is it the keys to the cell? Maybe a better bedsheet? Yes, that's right. It's dinner. Good enough, I suppose. Sitting on the bench, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that the tray he's brought in has more on it than one dish. Has more than one dish on it. It looks like he brought some of that soup thing with him in a salad, and also a bowl of oatmeal. I dedicated a good portion of the day figuring out what you can eat, as to, you know, not poison you again like a bad doctor. Yes. So I believe this should all be good. It was fascinating to find that your species has a similar immune system. And by similar, I mean wildly different. And, they react the same way. So it was just a matter of some routine tests. Your samples showed no negative reactions to anything here. So I believe something in those wafers you had may have caused an issue. Although I'm still not entirely sure. Once again, I'm so sorry about my negligence. I promise it will never happen again. When he finally stops his monologue and faces me, he notices I already have half the salad in my mouth, and I can barely manage a stifled smile for him. He stares at me blankly before succumbing to a small laughing fit. It seems I had nothing to fear after all. Well, enjoy. He takes his seat next to me and sits there, smiling, occasionally taking some notes. I'd be more worried if I wasn't a bit used to being observed already. Well, not used to it per se, but I understand the necessity. The salad, while devoid of basically any seasoning, is still a breath of fresh air compared to the bland porridge I've had the past couple days. Even just the change in texture is enough to almost bring me to tears. The small, bitter, and spicy aftertaste has grown on me as well. Do they taste things differently? Maybe it's sweet for them. I wonder if they can eat onions. I snap out of it and finish my salad. Moving on to the soup, I still had that beautiful top layer of bronzed oils and a sunken root of some kind at the bottom. I wonder how many ingredients it really has. Doc said it was a vegetable based, I think. I wonder if he cooks. Speaking of, I wonder when he eats. He always seems to bring. I always see him bring something for Merrick and myself, but he never has anything himself. He's the biggest damn Korean I've seen so far. He must eat a ton. It's at different times. He is busy after all. Ah, thanks, Doc. I really needed a break from oatmeal. He just smiles politely. I have a bit of time tonight to stay here if you need anything, or perhaps we can try some more questions. I believe I left the board here after all. Oh right, yeah. I should try to be taking more advantage of this, though I end up just standing there with the board waiting for a prompt. Oh, right. Well, I was curious about some aspects of your species, but I'm unsure how well you'll be able to answer those. Might have to just do more tests for that. Let's see. Merrick, do you have any ideas for Rias here? Ideas? What do you... Oh. Right. Thinking out. Water time. Alright. Actual questions this time, please. Yeah, I got it the first time, Doc. I don't know. What did you do back... wherever you came from? Oh my! Have we not asked that yet? How could that have slipped our minds? This again? I guess it's a fairly common question to ask. Hell, I even got asked this back home. Although I have a feeling student might not impress these two as much as they'd like, I'll still tell them the best I can. Drawing an assortment of books and pencils, I realize once again I have no idea how to convey the concept of being a student. Why am I nervous? It's not even an important question. I hold up my sign and they both just seem confused. Doc guesses writer and Merrick guesses reporter. I just wave them off. Maybe this idea will have to wait. Well, I suppose it'll be a mystery for now. Not that we don't have enough of those already, but I suppose one more is nothing to worry about. Oh, I did want to ask you about something. Do you think you could try to explain your level of technology to me? I know it might be rudimentary with just drawings, but Professor Senna was talking about the device you had in your possession. It was surprisingly complicated. Not more complicated than a monitor, but still. I was curious what else your species has achieved. I can probably draw that out in some way for him. Although, I'm not sure how impressed he'll be with what we have. Drawing a car. A satellite and a spaceship seem like decent choices. Holding up the board for the doc to see, I noticed Merrick casually trying to get a better view from the other side of the glass. Oh my, is this a satellite? Or some kind of telecommunications device? I give an affirmative nod. How fascinating! Another species capable of long-distance wireless communication. I suppose I should have expected as much considering some of the facets of your device, but I wanted to hear it from you first. Well, you know what I mean. Doc, I think you're missing the important one here. What do you mean, Merrick? Look at that third one. Doesn't that strike you as a stellar craft of some kind? I mean, he even drew stars around it. Oh! I thought those were explosions. Is that a spaceship? Is your species capable of spaceflight? I give a slightly more worried but still affirmative nod. Oh my! But wait, I thought you mentioned you did not know how to arrive. Were you misinforming us? We haven't detected any external ships around our location. At least not any that I've heard of. We haven't. Trust me, Doc. First thing I did was order a scan of the area. Nothing came back. So, wait. You're capable of spaceflight, but that's not how you got here? Correct. I say with a nod. So you really don't know how you got here? I wonder if Professor Sinnoh has any ideas. I know you've been asked that question already, but it's just hard to believe. Sorry. I'm not sure if teleportation is a thing here. I doubt it, but that's the only theory I can provide right now. And by theory, I mainly mean insane idea. Maybe Doc is right. Tyr seems to have a handle on things around here. Oh, Rias, speaking of Professor Sinnoh, I wanted to say that he told me that he had some breakthrough today on the language AI after visiting you. Apparently an issue he was having got resolved. Something about formatting? He tried to explain it to me, but the programming side of things usually goes over my ears a bit. He thinks it will be done in just a day or two now. So hang in there. Sorry, y'all. I'm sure this isn't easy. I managed to smile for him, but I think he knows it's a bit forced. He's right. This hasn't been easy, and I don't think things are going to be easy once I'm out of here. Not saying I don't want to leave. I would very much like to be out of my cell now. Or at least have a better bed, but still. Maybe now's a good time to ask. I grabbed Marrow's attention. What is it? I tried my best to mimic shivering. I'd really appreciate it if I could get some more clothes at least. Are you sick? Why are you rubbing your arms? Oh, are you cold? I hadn't even thought of that. Without fur, your species probably prefers warmer climates than most Karain. We'll see if I can get the temperature raised in here a bit. Merrick, is that okay? I know you have a propensity for warmer weather. What? Oh, yeah, it's fine, Doc. I'm from the Central Belt, you know that. Right. Well, I'll try to tell someone to raise the temperature in here. In lieu of that, though, I will try to see what I can do about getting you some heavier clothes. Although, you're quite small compared to most of the crew. I'll have to ask around. The Chief's probably closest. What does he wear? I'm saying, gonna get some water. Alright. He has mostly custom-tailored outfits, which I doubt he'd offer to share, but even for this, and besides, you don't want to see what he thinks is fashionable. That bad, huh? Well, you know better than me. Yes, well, I should be going now anyways. It's getting late. Is there anything else I can do for you tonight? I should have more time tomorrow to stop by. As I cannot think of anything to ask, I simply shake my head no. Well then, enjoy your night, Rias. Merrick smiles and raises up to his full impressive height, giving me one last look before he turns for the door. I say this is a normal farewell, but I try not to dwell on it now. Doc has been good to me, and if something was up, he'd tell me, I think. I hope. After he takes his leave, I take a little time to write down some last notes in my journal before the lights are flipped to what I can only imagine is night mode. The cool blues coming in like the tide, guiding me to bed. Before I lie down, I take a look behind me and notice the wall hasn't come up yet. Not that I'm complaining. But it's almost a shock to see Merrick lying on his back with a monitor screen casting a soft scarlet light on his muzzle. He seems diligently at work, although I cannot see, let alone understand, the contents on his screen. Maybe he just forgot to bring back the partition. Has he just been sleeping on that bench for the past few days? Surely he can go back to his room or quarters or whatever they have here. Is that why he's been so angry? Now that I think about it, I do remember him mentioning something that would imply he has to stay here. Or someone did, at least. Damn. My bed doesn't seem so bad anymore. As I can't do anything about it. Nor would I want to disturb him right now. I curl up in my bed and try to sleep. It's too cold, but I suppose I did all I could do to change that. Maybe in the morning. I hope I don't have any more dreams. This nightmare has been rough. Has been enough. Day 3. Okay. It's dark. But I'm no longer surprised by that. I'm sure now the days are longer here, yet I feel like I've slept less. Or maybe just worse. It's probably the stress. At least the food hasn't caused me to act up again yet. I would really like something for breakfast other than porridge. But that'll have to come later. Something catches my eye, though, as I start to rouse more. If Merrick decided to leave the window working today, or he just forgot to put it down. Gently creeping over to the wall, I can see he's still lying on the bench. Guess someone has to keep watch. Not that he's keeping watch now, just though on account of being asleep and all. I still feel kind of bad. All he has is a pillow. That can't be comfy. After going through my morning routine of pointlessly pacing and trying to wash up using the sink, I decided to just sit at my desk and watch him. He twitches and moves back and forth as much as he can considering his bed. Second, y'all. Water time. Ugh. Okay. His ears twitch in reaction to unknown sounds. I don't hear anything, but I'm sure he probably has a better hearing than me. Seems like I still have a few good marks before anything happens today, so I decided to just get as comfy as I can and watch the outside of myself for all the entertainment it's worth. I feel a little silly watching Merrick sleep, but considering I'm on camera right now and that they've been watching me from the other side of the wall these past few days, I don't feel too bad. Time moves at a snail's pace, and I find myself trying to do anything else to entertain myself. It's still too dark to really write or read without straining my eyes. I ask for a lamp, but I don't see any outlets anywhere. Doubt I could even read anything on my phone if I got that back either. I don't think I had anything downloaded. Maybe some shitty games, that'd be it. For now, I guess my best entertainment is watching my warden sleep. After what feels like another mark, the lights come on in a rather dramatic fashion. I noticed first at the end of the hallway out of the corner of my eye, and then another in a procession of illumination. As the lights closest to us come on, I notice Merrick twitching as he tries to roll over. He rolls a bit too far, and his arms flop over and off the edge, signaling the end. With his weight poorly distributed, he starts rolling off the bench until... thud! He rolls right on the floor. Fortunately, it looks like his head was a bit to the side, so at least his nose isn't gonna get crunched, but that's still gotta hurt. He wakes up, startled, pushing himself up just enough so he's not fully on the floor. What happened? Who's there? He shakes his head and rubs his muzzle, propping himself up a bit so he can finally look around. Oh, fuck, that hurt! Still dazed, we make eye contact and he just looks stunned. I have to bring my hand to my mouth so as to not completely lose it, but it does a little to abate my laughter. Oh man, are you okay? Ha! I can't help it. That's one of the dumbest things I've seen since being here, and I'll be damned if it wasn't funny. His expression quickly changes from shock to anger as he tries to rise up to his full intimidating height. Hey, watch it! Unfortunately for him, it seems he still hasn't woken up yet fully, as when he tries to stand up, he ends up tripping over himself and falling again. Far more controlled this time, at least, as he manages to catch himself before colliding with the ground fully. No way! Are you... Are you okay? I can't see his face for a second as he stares at the floor until he turns to me. His expression of anger gone, all that's left is a snarly mess. The mysterious blue glow pierces my being as I step back. Oh, sorry, y'all. God, that's what fake laughing does to me. Gives me hiccups. My heart rate drops and I find myself no longer laughing, but instead worried. For him and for myself. After what feels like a minute of unbroken eye contact, he turns away and stands himself up fully, taking extra care to not fall off again. I can't see his face, but I'm worried any second he'll pull a heel turn and lay into me. Ooh, the seconds drag on as I stare at his back until I see it gently rise and fall. Huh. He turns over his shoulder to meet my eyes. His expression is inscrutable. Perhaps seeing how worried I looked are for some other unknowable reason, a small smirk appears on his muzzle and he gently scoffs. Before dusting himself off and sitting on his bench again, pulling up whatever it is he looks at on his monitor. No, that won't do. I can't leave it at that. I knock on the glass to get his attention. Hey, are you okay? I can see from here he's got a decent scratch on his muzzle. Just enough to draw blood through his dark fur. I'm sorry for laughing, but are you okay? He sighs again. Clearly upset I caught his morning ritual of eating shit and pretending like it didn't happen. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.